Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here. Welcome back to another movie review. And this time it's going to be on Dances with Wolves. This is a movie that stars Kevin Costner, and so basically, let's get into it. It's also directed by Kevin Costner, kind of like Mel Gibson, who starred in Braveheart and directed Braveheart. What they both have in common is they both won Best Picture. So yeah. Um, so this is a historical drama about the relationship between a Civil War soldier and a band of Sioux Indians. I think that's how you pronounce it. Kevin Costner's directorial debut was also a surprisingly popular hit, considering its length, which the length is nearly 4 hours. 6 minutes and it will be for it. This movie is 3 hours and 54 minutes. I'm not lying about that. Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb says it's 3 hours and 1 minute, but I'm not sure if this was a cut or something. But yeah. Anyways, so period setting and often somber tone. The film opens on a particularly dark note as melancholy Union Lieutenant John W. Dunbar, excuse me, attempts to kill himself on a suicide mission, but instead becomes an unintentional hero, excuse me. His actions lead to his reassignment to a remote post in remote South Dakota where he encounters the Sioux, um, attracted by the natural simplicity of their lifestyle. He chooses to leave his former life behind to join them, taking on the name Dances with Wolves. Soon, Dances with Wolves has become a welcome member of the tribe and fallen in love with a white woman who has been raised amongst the tribe. His peaceful existence is threatened, however, when Union soldiers arrive with designs on the Sioux land. Some detractors have criticized the film's depiction of the tribes as simplistic. Such objectives did not dissuade audiences of the Hollywood establishment. However, this film was awarded the film 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. I really liked this movie. I loved it. This movie, I don't even care about how long its length was. This movie was just, I will say though, it's not as good as Goodfellas, which came out the same year, but this movie was just amazing, guys. I can only find very little issues with the movie. I certainly did have a lot of enjoyment out of this movie. Kevin Costner's direction, and for a film that came out in 1990, and for a film that's PG-13, they get away with a lot of violence in this movie. Like they're Like, this is close to being an R-rated film if they had the chance, but they made it PG-13. There's pretty bloody moments in the movie, and there's a lot of animal deaths, dead bodies, and stuff like that. Sometimes there's a lot of shooting, and the violence, isn't bloody, but I don't really care. But its visual effects and it really looks amazing today, even for a film. This is like a western movie that's taking place in the war, a war that's taking place in the western, and it certainly does have that western feel kind of movie. In fact, this I would call this a western. And the reason why he's called Dances with Wolves is because he befriended a wolf. He befriends wolves pretty much. He meets this wolf named Two Socks, who isn't in the movie that much, but this movie is also pretty heartfelt too. Like his relationship with the Sioux and stuff like that, it really works. I can understand why it's so long. He tries to learn their language and stuff like that, and his relationship with the woman, the white woman, and it works very well. And I can honestly say that it's certainly is a film that I wouldn't say I'd watch a lot due to its length, but I can certainly see myself watching this again in the future. This is one of the longest movies I've ever seen. In fact, I think it's a little bit longer than Gone with the Wind, maybe. Not 100% sure, but I think this would be longer than Gone with the Wind by 1 minute, maybe. But all in all, Dances with Wolves has solid acting and very well done visual effects and cinematography and stuff like that. I can easily say this is one of the more memorable movies of 1990, and I can certainly see myself watching this again in the future. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely worth watching, maybe on a rainy day or something like that. It's not a movie that should be watched if you. I guess you should watch this if you don't have anything better to do. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.